Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of our English Learning Podcast. I'm Daniel, and I'm really happy to be here with you today. As always, I'm joined by my amazing co-host, Emma. Today we're going to talk about something super important for English learners, how to talk about your job in English. We're going to share our own experiences, describe what we do, how our workdays look, what we like, what we don't like, and even some stories from our jobs. So yeah, get comfortable, relax, and enjoy this conversation.
Hi, everyone. I'm excited about this episode because talking about your job is something you'll do all the time in real life, during introductions, interviews, networking, or simply meeting new people. So today we're going to help you with vocabulary, expressions, and real examples by talking about our own jobs. So Daniel, since you always make me go first, I'm going to make you go first today. What do you do for a living?
Okay, fair enough. So I work as a customer support specialist for a tech company. I've been doing this job for about 4 years now. The best part is that I get to work remotely, so I can work from home or sometimes from a cafe or anywhere with Wi-Fi. My job basically involves helping customers solve problems through email, live chat, and occasionally phone calls. Some questions are easy, like resetting a password. Others are more complex, like troubleshooting software issues. What I really like is that I talk to people from all around the world. I never know who I'm going to meet next. But of course, it also comes with challenges. Some customers are polite, but others are impatient or even rude. So patience is absolutely essential. And honestly, I think this job has taught me to stay calm no matter what.
I seriously admire people who can handle customer support because I don't think I could do it. I would probably cry after the first angry customer, but I guess you get used to it with time. And I agree, patience must be your superpower. Anyway, let me tell everyone about my job. I'm a graphic designer, and I've been working in this field for 7 years. I work for a small creative agency, but I also take freelance projects on the side. My responsibilities include creating logos, posters, brand identity systems, social media posts, website elements, basically everything related to visual communication. I usually work from home, which I love, but sometimes I go to the office for meetings or presentations. The thing about design is that it's creative, but also stressful. Deadlines can be crazy. It's calm when you don't have big projects, but when you do, oh my gosh, it's intense. But overall, I love it.
I feel like designers live permanently under pressure. But I can see why you love it. Your job seems super creative. What does a typical workday look like for you?
My day usually starts around 8 a.m. I get out of bed, make myself some coffee because coffee is essential, and check my emails. I always check emails first because sometimes clients send feedback or new tasks overnight. After that, I make a to-do list so I know what I need to focus on. Around 9 a.m., I start working on my main project of the day. I always look at the brand guidelines before designing anything, just to make sure everything stays consistent. Then I work using tools like Photoshop, Illustrator, Figma, all the typical designer tools. I usually listen to music or a podcast while I design because it helps me get into the flow. At noon, I take a lunch break, and then I continue working. In the afternoon, I often have online meetings with my team to talk about ideas or progress. My workday technically ends around 5:30 p.m., but if there's a deadline, I sometimes work until 7 or even later. It depends.
You sound extremely organized. I should learn from you because I'm messy with my schedule. But yeah, coffee is absolutely a personality trait in design. Let me talk about my workday. I wake up around 7 a.m. because my team works in different time zones. I start my shift at 8 a.m. The first thing I do is check my tickets. Those are customer support cases. I read the issues carefully and prioritize them. From 8 to 12, I focus on live chat, which is the most intense part of my job because I have to respond quickly. Sometimes I talk to 2 or 3 customers at the same time. It sounds stressful, but at this point, I'm used to it. At noon, I take a lunch break, and from 1 to 3 p.m., I handle email cases. Those take more time to write because I need to be clear and detailed. After that, we usually have a team meeting to discuss difficult cases or updates. My shift officially ends at 4 p.m., but sometimes I stay longer if there are urgent cases. The hard part is dealing with angry customers, but the best part is when someone says, "Thank you." That makes my whole day.
Speaking of angry customers, do you get a lot of them?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you one. Once I had a customer who was convinced our software deleted all his files. He was furious, yelling, typing in all caps. He basically blamed me for everything. After 20 minutes of trying to understand the problem, I discovered he saved the files in the wrong folder. Nothing was deleted. When I showed him where the files were, he apologized like 10 times. It was hilarious afterwards, but during the call, I had to stay professional.
That's amazing. I would have laughed so hard after the call. Let me tell you one of mine. I once had a client who wanted a new logo. They said they wanted something simple, but every time I sent them a version, they asked for changes. After 10 versions, they still weren't happy. 2 weeks later, they sent me a picture of what they wanted, and it was literally their original logo with a slightly different shade of blue. That's all they wanted from the beginning. I was like, seriously?
No way! That's unbelievable!
Oh, it is. Now, whenever someone says just something simple, I feel immediate stress.
I get it. My job also affects my mood sometimes. After a difficult customer, I need a few minutes to decompress. Does your job affect your personal life?
Sometimes, yes, especially when I have deadlines. I feel guilty when I stop working because I'm always thinking about what I need to finish. But I'm learning to balance things better and set boundaries. And you?
Same. It's mentally exhausting at times, but I try to disconnect after work. I go for a walk, play video games, or listen to music to reset my mind.
We all need that balance. Let's talk about what we like and dislike about our jobs. I love the creative freedom. I love turning ideas into visuals. The part I dislike is dealing with endless revisions or clients who don't know what they want.
For me, the best part is helping someone. When a customer says, "Thank you, you saved my day," I feel proud. The worst part is angry or disrespectful customers, but I've learned not to take things personally anymore.
I think a lot of English learners struggle with explaining their jobs, but it's easier if you start simple. You can say, I work as my responsibilities are, I like, I don't like.
Exactly. And you don't need to use complicated words. Start basic and add details over time. The most important thing is to communicate.
Talking about your job in English is a skill you'll use your whole life. Interviews, social situations, introductions, everything. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes.
Absolutely. And that's why we're here. We hope this conversation helps you talk about your own job in English. Thanks for listening to today's episode.
Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and tell us about your job in English. We'd love to read it.
See you in the next episode.